Welcome to today's 3-Minute Halacha. On a previous session of this series, we discussed the Bracha Mei'ein Sheva, the summary of the Amidah, which is said following the Amidah on Friday nights. The most well-known reason for this is to allow people who came late to shul to be able to finish in time and return with everyone else. Why was that necessary? Because in Talmudic times, the synagogue was located far out of town, and to walk back by themselves was considered dangerous, and therefore we wanted everyone to leave together. However, there is another reason, and that is offered by both the Kaf HaChaim and the Ben Ish Chai based on Kabbalah, that when it comes to Shabbat, it deserves a Chazarat Hashatz. It deserves a special repetition, even at Mariv, and therefore we say the summary repetition. That reason plays an important role in a fascinating question. Should the Magen Avot, this Bracha Mei'ein Sheva, be said when a person is not davening in a synagogue, but rather davening in some alternative setting? Why is that important to know? Because the entire takana, the whole decree to create it, was only created because there's synagogues. The buildings were located far out of town. However, if we're not even davening in a synagogue, would it apply? According to the Mishnah Berurah, in Siman Reish Samach Chet Sivkatan Chaf Daled, the definition of a synagogue is a place where there is a Sefer Torah. And therefore, even if you're davening in a person's home or in a hotel, if there's a Sefer Torah present, you would still say the Bracha Mei'ein Sheva. However, Moshe Feinstein disagrees. And in the Chelik Dalet Siman Samach Tet Sif Gimel of his Igrot Moshe, he rules that whether there's a Sefer Torah or not, if you're not in a place that's regularly used as a synagogue, you wouldn't say the Bracha Mei'ein Sheva. As a result, according to Rav Moshe, and this is also the psak of Rav Hershel Schachter Shlita and many others, if you have a Shabbaton in a hotel, and that hotel doesn't have a regular synagogue, but you're just using one of the banquet rooms, Friday night following the Amidah, you would say Vayechulu, and then go straight into the Kiddush and skip the Bracha Mei'ein Sheva. However, Rabbi Eliezer Melamed, in his Peninei Halacha, refers back to the Ben Ish Chai and the Kaf HaChaim, that Kabbalistic reason, and he suggests that because of that Kabbalistic reason that Shabbat deserves its own repetition, therefore, no matter where you're davening, whether there is a Sefer Torah present, whether it's a regular minyan or not, you should be able to still say the Bracha Mei'ein Sheva. Interestingly, and as a final note, Rav Tzvi Pesach Frank Zatzal, the former chief rabbi of Yerushalayim, in his Har Tzvi Orach Chaim Chelek Aleph Siman Kuf Nun Bet, rules that Yerushalayim, as we know, was considered sacred, the entire city of Yerushalayim, as if that entire city is considered a shul. And therefore, when it comes to the city of Yerushalayim, according to everyone, no matter where you're davening, whether in a regular minyan, whether in a place with a Sefer Torah, Kabbalistic setting or not, you would be able to say, according to Rav Frank, the Bracha Mei'ein Sheva.